Fact versus Fiction series. Hello, my friends, family, and fans. How are you doing, my pals? Thank you for reading and making interesting comments on my content about living with a disability. I am Andrew Ditch, and I am diagnosed with autism and intellectual disability. Today's video is on fact versus fiction from comments talked about by my viewers. Thank you for bringing these wonderful comments so I can talk about them in bringing awareness and education of disability acceptance. Living with autism is hard enough. Living with auditory processing disability, expressive and receptive language disability, ADHD, intellectual disability, Tourette's, and all of the co-occurring medical disabilities I have been diagnosed with is even more challenges in everyday life. Anybody who has autism doesn't constantly try to tell everyone that they have it. You don't get to decide my identity. Facts aren't determined by bullies. Autism and intellectual disabilities are medical conditions, not choices. My support is based on documented needs, not manipulation. True in the sense that autistic people, like anyone else, vary in how much they disclose about their diagnosis. Some are very open, others are private. There's no universal behavior. I live with disability, and I am an adult, making it a choice to talk about how living with autism, a constant struggle, is to do everyday living tasks. That is a fact. It does not change my diagnosis for me to disclose my disability or diagnosis. In fact, my past content was to document the system failure and the systemic abuse and how that part of autism can cause the behavior issues and health issues I had to deal with. That is in my past. My current theme changed with my life struggles. In anyone's life, something changes for anyone. Some for the good, others for the worst. My life changes are for the better. That is why I changed my content to be more about education and awareness to the disability, treatments, and accommodations to help others live a better life. Most autistic people like to keep that fact secret. Needing help with daily living tasks is part of disability. It's not faking. It's reality. Bringing awareness to autism is something I think society needs to know about, especially with systemic abuse like what happens in New York State and probably other areas. This is too broad. Research shows disclosure depends on context. Some autistic people conceal their diagnosis due to stigma, while others openly identify as autistic to build community, advocate for rights, or explain their needs. So, it's not accurate to say most keep it secret. It's highly individual. Nobody with autism is constantly trying to prove that they have it by showing medical records. Autism and intellectual disabilities are medical diagnoses, not opinions. My reality isn't up for debate. Calling me a faker doesn't erase the fact that professionals have documented my disabilities. Generally true. Medical records are private, and autistic people don't typically prove their diagnosis in everyday life. However, in certain bureaucratic contexts, school accommodations, disability services, workplace adjustments, documentation may be required. When people like the person who made a comment on my content, who claim accuse or to assume I'm faking my disability, is why I felt the need to show my medical records for my doctor and the state certification and my disability certification for my Social Security disability. People with autism don't try to manipulate the system in order to get disability money from the government. Disability support exists because of need, not because of lies. I'm an adult with disabilities. Support helps me live with dignity, not as a child. Respect means recognizing adult disabled people as adults, not reducing us to stereotypes. Disability support is medical and human rights needs, not fetishes. Supports like bathing or communication help our necessities, not fantasies. Correct in principle. Seeking disability benefits is not manipulation. It's a legitimate process for people who qualify. Autism can create real barriers to employment, housing, and daily living, and disability support exists to address those barriers. The idea that autistic people manipulate the system is a harmful stereotype. I think this is no-brainer with the problems I had in school where I couldn't graduate, socialize, or function as a child, and still to this date. I can't work or take care of myself at a level of a toddler to 8-year-old. My dehydration, my diet, my blood pressure, my diabetes, my toenail fungus, my diaper rashes, my head banging, my thyroid, and other health issues I have because of switching to the ID waivers. These health issues are all worth that wait, as a matter of fact. Tomorrow I have my intake with a new agency for day program and home care. I have some serious health problems and can't cope with this, but don't worry as I have a lawyer helping me. This is all proof that I am not manipulating to get what I want. This is documented to need this help. I'm getting this help. Andrew, I thought the sound of the guitar hurt your ears. What happened with that? Are you going to address that? Great question. I still struggle with loud noises, but here's how I've been working through it. That is why I set my amplifier at a level that I can tolerate and even have it quieter so it doesn't bother my roommates. Have you faced something similar? I'm learning to play guitar to help with my motor skills, which can also help with personal hygiene over time. I will not make a video admitting something that isn't true. I am not faking anything. I live with a disability that impacts my daily life, and I work hard every day to manage basic routines and appointments with multiple professionals. Comments accusing me of faking are inaccurate and disrespectful. Please stop making false demands. You manage fine without help for weeks. Managing doesn't mean thriving. Barely getting by without help causes health risks and breakdowns. Doing something once doesn't mean I can safely or consistently do it. Disability is about ongoing support needs. Surviving without help is not the same as living with dignity and health. I have dehydration as I need help with being reminded to drink regularly. Having a diaper rash, toe fungal issues, poor hygiene issues due to needing help with toileting and basic hygiene needs is a sign I need help. I have high blood pressure, diabetes, thyroid issues, and other health issues due to needing help take medications. I have fallen due to trying to clean my own room and wash my laundry, wanted to get help and almost get hit by cars, and started a fire due to not having help, so I thought it was okay to do these things and got hurt for it. I share private information and overshare information on social media that needs to be supported. I hit my head. I am bored and isolated, so this is another thing is I don't know what to do with my spare time. So I get bored, and like anyone with this, it causes people to do things people wouldn't do with structure and support. These are all reasons why I need to be cared for and supervised. You have a diaper fetish. Not true. I must wear a certain kind of diaper due to my skin condition that cuts down on moisture and friction. That is why I need a plastic back diaper for it. I have tried to use pull-ups to get by until I get help, and they're not working out for me. I have tried different kinds of pull-ups too. All have not worked. I have tried underwear to hold my diaper up better, and the issue is that it helps, but don't fix the problem with fitting the leg seals around the legs, making leaks and problems with messes. Did you know all Tranquility products are packaged with the absorbency rating on the package and cups? That stands for capacity under pressure, meaning Tranquility diapers are made to sit on and lock in wetness and wick the wetness away from the skin, making it harder to feel when I wet my diaper. That is why I tend to sit in my diaper for so long and get rashes and leak out as I cannot tell when I am wet. This is not something just with Tranquility diapers and is common with all diapers. Some diapers are made for lower-level incontinence leakages, as there are different bladder sizes and incontinence diagnosis, making it not one diaper works for all, just like how not one diaper fits all body types. This is not any different from a baby diaper, as parents have the same challenges with baby diapers. I do not like getting rashes, sitting in my pee and poop, and having to be picked on the internet. Matter of fact, my lawyer is now having me report to police when a professional makes a statement such as diaper fetish or an inappropriate comment about me needing some help with wiping and taking a shower, as that is sexual harassment, and like I've been told before, sets me up for sexual abuse and exploitation and taken advantage of as a care-dependent person who needs personal care and diaper changes. I don't want to be sexually abused. You are making assumptions that don't reflect my reality. Sharing recipes online or having past work experience is not the same as being able to cook, manage hygiene, or handle medical needs independently. I have always required support for daily living tasks, including feeding, showering, scheduling, and medical care, and that has never been a lie. Being forced by court orders to attempt to do things alone only led to serious health issues, which proves I cannot safely manage without support. Please stop misrepresenting my situation and respect the fact that my disability is real and ongoing. You don't need AAC or spell check. I use AAC because it helps me express myself clearly. That's not faking, it's accessibility. I also used AAC and spoke verbally when I visited my neurologist. My neurologist reported how AAC helped me with clarity when my spoken language I would skip words and not connect my thoughts properly. And I tend to give more advanced language by using my AAC and more childlike speech patterns with verbal skills. So, it is something that helps me and is needed and appropriate for me. It is not just for those who can't talk. It is also helpful for those who can talk or find speech unreliable. Past videos or shared recipes don't erase the fact that I need daily support. Court orders forcing me to act alone cause serious health issues. Stop misrepresenting my disability. I talk a lot about autism and daily challenges. What's one thing you wish more people understood about disability? You lived without help for 4 weeks, so you don't need it. Barely surviving without help isn't proof I don't need it. My medical conditions make support essential for dignity and health. Dismissing that is harmful. By making harmful stereotypes like you make it harder for autistic people to get diagnosed and services for those people who actually need help, and you manipulate to get what you want and fake, and autistic people don't talk about having autism all the time, and how people who are actually incontinent don't talk about pee and poop and being in diapers all the time. These are harmful stereotypes that are simply not true and has no supporting evidence. Autism and intellectual disabilities are medical diagnoses, not opinions. My lived experience isn't up for debate. If you're interested in disability topics, such as treatment, support, accommodations, and rights, like this video and subscribe for more inclusive content. Claiming I'm faking doesn't change reality. Professionals have documented my disabilities, and I live with them every day.